I said this. I said that they were probably going to do this because you kind of need to for longevity purposes. And they are doing it exactly like I said that they would. What's good with y'all boys, man? I am feeling amazing about what we're gonna be seeing within the next month or so in this game. Now, to specify, this is all most likely not coming to global. However, we cannot say for sure. Wimby and AI both released on our side earlier than they were supposed to, or at least like compared to Taiwan servers, they released earlier. So while there is a chance we may be getting some of this stuff I'm finna talk about, I don't want all the sad Samuels in the comments talking about global is gonna die and all this different stuff just because we're not getting stuff at the same time. I want y'all to keep in mind, if they didn't have the Taiwan version, you wouldn't even know about this stuff. You would just be sitting here waiting on something to come out, and then it comes out and you're excited. Okay. I've said it before, it's somewhat of a benefit being on the non-test version where Taiwan goes through all the nerfs, buffs, testing things out, trying stuff out, and all that different stuff. And then we get to get the polished version of everything. I understand the excitement behind a lot of this stuff, and a lot of you guys want it as soon as you know about it. That doesn't mean the game is dying just because we don't have it. Okay, we're maybe 5 or less players away from being caught up, quote unquote, to Taiwan, and that's within our first year. They've been out like 2 extra years, 2 more years than us, and within the first year we're already very fairly caught up. So let's try to keep this positive, not too much complaining and whining. Okay, now I was right about something, and we're gonna talk about it later because we got so much other stuff to go through. We have Shaquille O'Neal, Lauri Markkanen, Manu Ginobili, Donovan Mitchell, Carmelo Anthony. Who else was it? Donovan Mitchell, Carmelo Anthony, De'Aaron Fox, and Damian Lillard. Now, I'm going to break this down for y'all, okay? Because I'm pretty sure I know what's going on and why we know about so many players right now. JP, which is the Japan version, they got their own servers too, right? And their release, this is pretty cool, pay attention. Their release, not only did they get the Yuki, I don't know how to say his last name and I don't want to butcher it, but they got Yuki as one of their signature characters. I believe he's going to be a point guard. They also showed that they're going to be dropping Ayla, I think that's her name, or how you say it, Ayla, something like that. They're going to be dropping her on the JP servers, okay? That part isn't the biggest for right now, but the main thing about it is that it means she's not a TW exclusive. She's not a Taiwan exclusive. There's a possibility that, just like how I was talking about us getting exclusive, not exclusive, but like special non-NBA players that are very talented in their own type of ways, it looks like it might be possible that we could be getting her eventually. Like I said, nothing known for sure, but the fact that they put her on another server lets you know she's not exclusive. So I don't know. Okay. The thing about JP releasing though and dropping all this different stuff with it is I do kind of think some of these players might be for them. I do not know if we're going to be seeing them follow the same path as we did us, where they're just catching up with certain stuff. I think it might be a bit more of they get their own stuff. Okay. Now, I will mention this too. It could also be that instead of doing another thing where it's like Taiwan gets their certain players, we get them later. JP gets certain players, we get them later. I think that because this is a big anniversary event, they just threw out a lot of different hints for maybe what's coming up. Because I think this is a yearly anniversary. So more than likely, it should be the case that they're probably just talking about players that will be coming soon. Which, even then, that lets us know, oh, Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson was a part of those players too. I forgot about him, and he was the main one I wanted to add because a lot of people have been asking about when he's going to be added. But obviously, they're not about to sit here and drop 10, 12 players all at one time. I think the case is going to be that they're showing what they plan on getting through for the next year. Those will be the main things that they add, and then they'll have their extras between elites and probably some other characters, some legends they might not want to leak yet and things like that. I think that's going to be how it goes. Because remember, even though we didn't see it in their special presentation, Yao Ming is a part of this as well. They already showed him when they first decided to tease Shaq. So I'm pretty sure, unless maybe he comes out on the JP server, but like I said, I don't think they want to get confusing and mix them all up like that. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Shaq, maybe one or two other players. We know Ginobili is coming, and then Yao Ming, and then they continue throughout the year knocking down these other players that they showed us hints of. Now, in even bigger news, before I mention this, Ginobili is also getting a trio synergy, which this is something that I would assume they're not just going to do for the Spurs. I don't know for sure because they did quite literally release all the Spurs together as like a planned thing, dropping them back to back. So I can't say this for sure, but I would like to imagine that if they're going to add a team synergy mechanic into the game for them, they are probably going to be adding this to the game with other trios that have played in the NBA together as well. So that should be something really fun. I can't comment a lot on it though, because even that information is from a translated page. So we're not going to know a lot about it until we get to see them implemented in game, right? However, what we do know, it was also translated, but we know this. We are getting other prime players. Like I have been saying this whole time. We're getting more primes. And specifically, Curry was one of them. I said this. I said that they were probably going to do this because you kind of need to for longevity purposes. And they are doing it exactly like I said that they would. Now, I'm terrified of what a prime Curry is going to look like, but it's going to be amazing. And really more so just imagining what other players they might be adding primes for. And the one coming with Curry is KD. I'm not going to lie to you. I guess I would say I don't like KD's kit in the game currently. I don't care for him all that much in real life either though. So it was never like he's just not good enough for me to pick him up. I just like some of the other small forwards. There are some people that think he's OP already. There are some people that don't. His prime is going to be nasty, bro. And whatever other primes they decide to add after this are going to be insane. I am so glad that they dropped that they're going to be doing this. It should be some really creative fun that we get out of this and seeing what they can come up with. It's already hard enough coming up with a movement skill set for a player, coming up with a completely different movement skill set for another version of the player that you arguably want to be better. We're going to see some crazy stuff. Okay. That is, for me personally, just because I've been theorizing they do that for a while, that's probably one of the most exciting things to me. Right now, outside of this, we are also going to be getting, there's a new game mode. Again, can't speak too much on it. They just showed a little video of it. It looks like it's a little turn-based kind of thing. Your players will have certain power or attributes given to them, and so will whoever you're matchmaking against. And then your players will go back and forth, taking turns. Basically in the video, they just hit each other, but like it's the little coin, or like you playing checkers. I mean, not checkers, chess. It's like you playing chess. The little pieces hit back and forth and knock off a certain amount of stats from the other ones until there's only one player left standing on either team. So that should be maybe interesting for people into that kind of gameplay. We got to see what really comes from that, and better yet, what rewards we get from it, because that is, I'm pretty sure, what they're going to be beefing up to kind of get people to want to take part in it. We are also getting pets. Customizable pets too. A lot of different options, a lot of different accessories you can throw on them. I'm sure they will provide some type of boost, even if it's just to like maybe your gold coins per match or something like that. We'll be getting some type of boost from them. And I mean, really, it's just a cool thing to kind of add. They all look pretty cool, especially if they go outside of just dogs and cats. Like, for example, Shaq is being added as the shark or whatever. That's supposed to be like his whole little thing for them adding him. It'd be kind of cool to run around with a little baby shark by your ankles. It'd be tough. I ain't gonna lie. Are they gonna show up on the court? I'm assuming so. I just don't know what that's going to look like when you got 6 people running around all with pets and stuff too, especially depending on how big they get and how much attention they can take up with all the customization. But I'm not complaining. I think it's pretty cool. They looked amazing in the pictures and videos that they showed for it, so I think it should be a pretty cool thing to see. And last but not least, less of a feature and more so just a rewarding kind of thing they're doing for the anniversary, something to give global players to look forward to. Excuse me. They are giving them either 15 black cards or a free jersey. It's one of the two. I keep hearing different things, but one of the two is happening. Either they're giving everybody a free jersey like selector or something like that to grab somebody, or they're just giving everybody 15 black cards to go out and get the jersey themselves. Either way, it's kind of the same situation. Regardless, I feel like they might, if anything, do the selection pack because they probably want to still get people to buy black cards for the Shaq jersey and the Manu Ginobili and like anybody else that might release over there if they do happen to drop more than one player. But yeah, that's about everything we got news-wise from it. Sorry, I am a little late. I've been a little under the weather lately, but still trying to get the content out. Make sure y'all boys are entertained. I appreciate y'all watching. Comment what you're the most excited about down below. And hopefully, if I had to guess, and we now know today that my predictions are pretty good. If I had to guess, something from this list that we just talked about, we'll be seeing before the end of the year on Global. Even if it's like a Christmas event and that's where they decide to give us a special player or something like that, I think we'll be seeing some of these things over here not too far later. Right, the Super League thing was something that was only in Taiwan for a while, and it was over there for a pretty long time, and we got it fairly quick. Like, it didn't take too long from when they dropped it over there for them to drop it over here. The park game mode that they have on Taiwan, I would assume we're probably going to be getting that. Like, that'd be something I'd say definitely. We're probably going to see that before the end of the year over here. And then 1 to 2 of these players, maybe some of the mechanics, like I said, they're probably not the trio thing, but the pets, the other little checkers game mode and all that, we might see some of this stuff fairly soon, especially if it comes out over there and it's not buggy or nothing or having any issues. So I'm excited. I know y'all are excited. If you watch this long, hit the sub button, like, and hit the post notification bell so you will be notified on the next one. We should be getting our next player update soon, but outside of that, I'll catch y'all boys on the next one, man.